mostly, if not all, Ryan's doing, because he had a jealous rage when he came back from filming for Deadpool.
Says some nice words. I'll share those. And also more thoughts about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds at Saturday Night Live.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion. Okay. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on this.
The drama between Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni has escalated into a full-blown legal war. What started as a quiet feud has erupted with shocking revelations surfacing daily. Now, Baldoni's lawyer has officially responded, putting Lively and Reynolds under more scrutiny than ever. Allegations of defamation and behind-the-scenes manipulation are flying, with both sides locked in a heated battle. Baldoni's legal team is becoming increasingly aggressive, signaling they believe they have enough evidence to take down Hollywood's golden couple. The accusations are jaw-dropping, and the stakes have never been higher.
Who owns the production company? Who owns the next movie script? I am going to invest myself everywhere. I'm going to be doing your movie premiere. I'm going to be doing promos and making fun of you, right? I'm going to put myself in the end credits. Like, this is like psychotic behavior, okay? But going back to what they said was mentioned at this party, at the after party, Wayfair was informed that Reynolds approached a senior executive at WME and expressed his deep disdain for Baldoni, going as far as to suggest that the agency is working with a sexual predator. Ryan, personally, and you can take this to the bank, I am telling you right now, this is a fact, this has been confirmed to me, he tried to get Justin Baldoni dropped from WME multiple times before they did, okay? So all of those articles that came out when Justin got dropped, and they were denying that Ryan Reynolds had anything to do with it.
Rumors have been swirling for weeks, but new reports suggest Ryan Reynolds may have played a bigger role in the allegations against Justin Baldoni than previously believed. Insiders claim Reynolds was directly involved in shaping the public narrative and may have pressured industry contacts to side with Blake Lively. If true, this could explain the sudden wave of negative press against Baldoni early in the case. The big question remains, was this a coordinated effort to protect Lively, or was Reynolds acting alone in this unfolding scandal?
Mostly, if not all, Ryan's doing, because he had a jealous rage when he came back from filming for Deadpool, when there was a hiatus, the Hollywood strikes, and realized somehow that his wife was getting too cozy with her co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. Now, Blake apparently has history of falling in love or having a fling with her male co-stars. In fact, she and Ryan both starred in the Green Lantern. I believe he was still married to Scarlett Johansson at the time. And lo and behold, they ended up together. Now, of course, I am not accusing either Blake or Justin of having an illicit affair. I think Justin Baldoni adores his wife. Even in that footage of them slow dancing on set, he spoke about how he loved looking into his wife's eyes, of a birthday message that Ryan Reynolds had commented on Sandra Bullock's Instagram. And this is how it reads. Happy birthday to the inimitable and stunning Sandra Bullock. For your birthday this year, I got us both intimacy coordinators and a HR department and clothing. And this was posted on July 26, 2023, which is at the beginning of the hiatus. So Ryan has definitely been back home, and if the theory is to be believed, he had enough time to go through, I don't know, Blake's messages. I don't know. I mean, apparently he's quite controlling and he admits to being so, but he would have had enough time to figure out something, enough time for the jealousy to start rising in his belly, I suppose.
As the legal battle intensifies, Justin Baldoni's family has stepped in to support him. In a surprising move, Baldoni's father publicly criticized Blake Lively's legal team for stalling and missing the deadline to file the amended complaint. With delays piling up, accusations of strategic hold-ups are surfacing. Now, serious questions are being raised. Are Lively's lawyers struggling to keep control of the case, or is this part of a larger legal strategy?
Says some nice words. I'll share those. And also more thoughts about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds at Saturday Night Live. How could you possibly make jokes about your wife being harassed? Would that have happened if it really went down that way? We'll discuss that. And also the Brian Cronenberg? Do I have that right? The murder trial that's happening. I'm probably messing his name up, but I'll get into it. There's new DNA evidence. Have you guys been following this trial? I certainly haven't, but we got updates for you on that. All these stories and more, they're coming up next on The Rush. We've got Patrick Mahomes' father in court. He admits to making up a fight with John Rocker in New Orleans, says their dust-up was staged. I guess Patrick Mahomes Sr., who, by the way, was on probation for a DUI, he staged a fight on Bourbon Street with John Rocker. How bizarre is this?
Things have taken a dramatic turn as Justin Baldoni is now personally suing both Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. What started as a dispute has erupted into a full-scale legal war. Baldoni's legal team claims Lively and Reynolds engaged in defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress by spreading false information to ruin his career. With millions at stake, the lawsuit could have devastating financial and reputational consequences for everyone involved. The battle is far from over, and the stakes have never been higher.
Be done with this. Ref, please call Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds out. Just call this out. Because I'm telling you, they are not going to win this. And by the way, I'm going to be honest, I love this, I genuinely love when a hashtag him too situation happens, because in case you forgot, when the Me Too movement broke out, what was that, back in 2015, I might have been the only woman in the world who went around doing events wearing a hashtag him too shirt. This was not a very popular stance to have. There's somebody else I was working with wearing a believe facts. Obviously, you should believe facts and not believe women or believe men. And people were angry at me because so many women were just sharing stories on Twitter, and obviously women never lie. And then I was completely vindicated. Her and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were walking around like, baby, now we got bad blood. You just felt the vibes. And the thing about Taylor Swift is she also lives in La La Land. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, with being an A-lister, okay? You live in La La Land. You are surrounded by people who tell you can do nothing wrong. They're just a bunch of yes men, okay? Just yes, whatever you want. And so she's probably speaking about this. This is me kind of imagining what happened behind the scenes with Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift always gets back at a guy that does something to her. Taylor Swift, in all of her 97 relationships, has never done anything wrong. She puts it in a song and everyone takes her side. That's her version of a lawsuit, of filing a complaint. She puts it in a song.
Public sentiment is shifting as mounting evidence turns social media against Blake Lively. Once widely supported, she now faces growing skepticism, even from loyal fans. Platforms are flooded with disbelief, with many questioning her true motives. As doubts rise, people wonder, is there more to this story than Lively wants them to believe?
As one of the biggest Blake Lively supporters on this app, this footage that I'm about to show you guys is going to make it really, really difficult for me. Sorry, but this girl just keeps digging herself into a hole that I cannot dig her out of. This behind-the-scenes footage of them filming a very romantic scene, and in the scene, it is very apparent that Blake Lively is very comfortable and almost a little bit flirtatious. Just watch. This could have been well before he did something that made her feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying that SH did not happen on the set of this movie, but as new evidence becomes available, it is much harder to be on Blake Lively's side, and I am still trying. I think one of the final straws for me, honestly, was when this text message from Blake Lively was released.
Amid the legal chaos, new footage has resurfaced of Blake Lively discussing her on-screen chemistry with CO star Brandon Sinar. While the interview seemed innocent at the time, critics are now dissecting her words, suggesting Lively was subtly laying the groundwork for her side of the story. The question lingers, was this all part of a calculated PR strategy to control the narrative?
As one of the biggest Blake Lively supporters on this app, this footage that I'm about to show you guys is going to make it really, really difficult for me. Sorry, but this girl just keeps digging herself into a hole that I cannot dig her out of. This behind-the-scenes footage of them filming a very romantic scene, and in the scene, it is very apparent that Blake Lively is very comfortable and almost a little bit flirtatious. Just watch. This could have been well before he did something that made her feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying that SH did not happen on the set of this movie, but as new evidence becomes available, it is much harder to be on Blake Lively's side, and I am still trying. I think one of the final straws for me on...
In a shocking twist, Blake Lively faces another lawsuit, this time from publicist Jed Wallace. He claims her legal filings included false information that damaged his reputation. With multiple lawsuits piling up, Lively's legal troubles are escalating fast, raising questions about how much more she can handle.
Blake Lively has been sued again, and honestly, I would only expect more lawsuits to come her way. But the one I'm talking about today is filed by Jed Wallace, owner of the crisis PR film Street Relations, who sued Lively in Texas federal court for defamation. In his lawsuit, Wallace alleges that Blake Lively falsely claimed in her civil rights complaint and in her lawsuit that he participated in the alleged smear campaign against her. Wallace denied having any part in this alleged smear campaign that Lively claims Baldoni's PR team orchestrated against her. And he claims that he suffered millions of dollars in reputational harm as a result of Lively naming him as a defendant in her civil rights complaint that she filed in the state of California. So in Lively's civil rights complaint, which is what she filed before she filed her lawsuit, Wallace is named as a defendant.
Baldoni's lawyer didn't hold back, confirming Ryan Reynolds will be named in the lawsuit alongside 2 PR agents. The claim Reynolds knowingly spread false, damaging rumors. If proven, this could deliver a devastating blow to his carefully crafted public image. With the stakes rising, Reynolds now faces serious legal and reputational consequences.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full evidence, admissions, documents, prove exactly what she did, how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie, and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. There's a number of different defendants here. Stephanie Jones will be all over this complaint.
The most shocking allegation yet: Ryan Reynolds may have used his influence to get Justin Baldoni dropped by their mutual talent agency, WME. If true, this points to behind-the-scenes sabotage far beyond a simple feud. Was Reynolds deliberately trying to destroy Baldoni's career to protect himself and Blake Lively? The truth remains to be seen.
In the retrospect, this is all just so scary. It feels like a form of abuse against Blake, and she's not a victim of any of this. She's totally bratty, and we've gone through her messages as well. But I am just saying that the fact that he doesn't want to be apart from her, and now he's inserted himself into every layer of this movie, something's very wrong here, okay? But what else did we learn from the filing? Well, we learned that at the Deadpool after party, Ryan went and found a William Morris Endeavor. Now, that's the biggest agency. Everybody's under them. That's the one that Justin Baldoni got dropped from. And told that executive that they were working with a sexual predator, referring to Justin Baldoni. It says, Lively, Reynolds, and other members of the film cast attended the premiere for Deadpool and Wolverine. And just them having invited these people to their PR team. Leslie Sloan, it's not true. No, it's never. That is a fact. I said, I'm getting leaks right now that someone inside of WME confirmed that Ryan Reynolds was going around trying to get him dropped. Okay? And he didn't get it, that they didn't do it until the lawsuit was filed, and they immediately dropped them.
Baldoni's team has filed an updated lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, accusing them of defamation, emotional distress, and career sabotage. Legal experts predict this could become one of the biggest celebrity legal battles in recent history. With so much at stake, neither side seems willing to back down, setting the stage for an intense showdown.
Between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. He's now suing the actress and husband, Ryan Reynolds, for $400 million over alleged extortion and defamation, and claims they wanted to destroy him. Eva Pilgrim here with the details. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, George. This whole thing has been very ugly and very public. Lively's legal team responding quickly and pointedly to this lawsuit, saying this is Baldoni's way of, quote, trying to shift the narrative further attacking her after she complained about sexual harassment on the set.
It actually gets worse. Yeah.
No way.
This morning, the off-screen war between It Ends With Us stars Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively is getting worse. And now Lively's superstar husband Ryan Reynolds added to the legal drama. A screenshot of text messages between the two included in the suit, Lively allegedly writing, "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi, and like her, I happen to have a few dragons, for better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine."
In a bizarre twist, old interviews with Jake Gyllenhaal have resurfaced, sparking speculation that he subtly warned about Ryan Reynolds' true nature. Some fans believe Gyllenhaal was hinting at a pattern of toxic behavior that's only now coming to light. Was he trying to expose something all along, or is this pure coincidence?
You have an ongoing feud with Ryan.
Who?
You know that guy. What's it gonna take for him to actually be BFFs with you?
Well, I mean, in truth, there was a time in which we were.
And that opportunity has passed.
As everybody knows, Instagram had its way with our friendship.
Any words for Ryan, seeing as the next time we talk to him, he will be seeing that?
I have nothing to say to him.
The legal battle between Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds has reached a boiling point. With lawsuits flying, damning evidence emerging, and Hollywood insiders weighing in, the chaos shows no signs of stopping. Lively and Reynolds face serious scrutiny over allegations of fabricating stories and media manipulation, while Baldoni's legal team is going all in to clear his name. As tensions escalate, this high-stakes feud is quickly becoming Hollywood's biggest scandal.
Now she's commenting on the Blake Ryan scenario. Here's what she has to say.
I do not think that they are trying to play to the court of public opinion. It won't hurt them in their case. It's years after the film was shot. So the judge isn't going to be like, oh, you went out to something within your industry. And the reason that they're going out within their industry is not because they're trying to get you to like them. That's never going to happen. That's a sunk cost. That is already done. You're not turning. You guys don't like that, period. They know that. They're there because that's the core of their industry.
Now, I'll agree and disagree. Sure, they're there to network with industry, but in the end, fans are the ones that buy movie tickets. You are nothing without your fans. So they are going to try to start emerging out there and testing the waters and their likability.
With millions of dollars, reputations, and careers at stake, this is no ordinary celebrity feud. It's a full-blown Hollywood scandal with far-reaching consequences. As shocking revelations emerge almost daily, the tension continues to mount. The world is watching closely, waiting to see who will prevail in this epic showdown. With neither side backing down, the battle is only getting more intense.